Long ago, in a small developing kingdom, there lived a merchant known not only for his wealth but for his wisdom. He was thoughtful, patient, and respected by many. Behind him followed 100 loyal men, apprentices and traders who trusted his guidance. In the same land lived another merchant, rich, powerful, and famous. But unlike the wise one, his heart was filled with pride. He spoke loudly, acted hastily, and believed his success came from his own strength alone. Both were successful traders, leading large caravans of men and oxen through villages and distant lands. One day, they heard of a faraway kingdom, rich in gold, spices, and silk, a place where a single trade could change their fortunes forever. But the path was perilous. To reach it, one had to cross deep forests, climb mountains, and survive the great desert, a land whispered to be cursed, haunted by spirits that fed on the lost. So, the two merchants decided to go, but they could not travel together. The land could not feed two large caravans at once. Food, water, and grass for the oxen were scarce. So they had to decide who would go first. The proud merchant said, "If I go first, I will reach the market before anyone else. I'll set my prices high and take the best profits. My oxen will graze on the freshest grass, and my men will eat the best food. Let me go first." The wise merchant only smiled. "Then go," he said softly. "When I come later, the road will be smoother. You will have cleared the thorns, flattened the sand, and shown me the safest way. My oxen will feed on the new grass that grows after your passing, and I will find the wells you have dug. You rush ahead. I will follow after some time." A few days later, the proud merchant set off. He crossed villages and plains until he entered the endless desert, a place of scorching winds and shifting sands, where evil spirits were said to wander. These spirits were weak but cunning. When they saw the proud merchant's caravan, they plotted to destroy it. They transformed themselves into travelers, their clothes soaked as if from crossing rivers, their carts smeared with mud, their hands holding lotus flowers. When the proud merchant met them, he asked, "Where have you come from?" "Is there water ahead?" The spirit smiled and replied, "There's a great forest not far from here. It rains often there, and rivers flow everywhere. You don't need to carry heavy barrels of water. They only slow you down. Let your oxen drink freely and travel light." The proud merchant's eyes gleamed with greed. "Excellent. Let's drink freely. Let the oxen rest and the men feast." And so they did. They drank every drop, ate every grain, laughing as the desert sun sank below the horizon. But the forest never came. Days passed. The rivers never appeared. Their throats cracked. Their food ran out. And when the second night fell, the spirits returned. No longer human, but monstrous shapes of sand and smoke. They devoured the caravan, leaving only bones scattered beneath the burning sky. Weeks later, the wise merchant began his journey. Before departing, he gathered his men and said, "Listen carefully. Do not eat or drink unless I give the order. The desert is full of deception. Patience will protect us where strength cannot." They set out, and just as before, the spirits appeared, pretending to be human. Their carts were wet, their faces smiling, their words sweet. "There's water ahead," they said. "You don't need to carry water." But the wise merchant looked around. The air was dry. No wind, no clouds, no signs of rain. "These are liars," he said. "We will not be fooled." Days later, they reached a dreadful sight: broken carts, dead oxen, and bones half buried in sand. The men trembled. Some cried. Others turned pale. But the wise merchant raised his hand and said, "Do not fear. Let this be a lesson, not a curse. Take what remains. Let their loss be our wisdom." And so they moved on, carrying both goods and experience. The spirits, seeing their discipline and unity, dared not attack. The caravan passed safely through the desert and reached the great kingdom beyond. There they sold their goods for a high price, built trade routes between the two lands, and returned home as heroes, not only with wealth, but with wisdom. Their success brought prosperity to their small homeland, and generations after, the people spoke of the wise merchant who led with patience, discipline, and foresight, and how his wisdom saved them all. Life is not a race. It's a test of patience, choices, and awareness. Sometimes the fastest path leads straight into ruin, while the steady one, built on discipline and thought, leads to lasting success. So, when you stand at a crossroads, remember this story. Do not chase victory blindly. Think, observe, and move with wisdom. Because in the end, the winner is not the one who gets there first, but the one who gets there without losing himself along the way.